GMS Memphis Fleet Egypt. Check the feed.
That's it.
Yeah, we live.
Fleet Egypt.
GMS Memphis Fleet Egypt. Uh, yeah, GMS Memphis. That's the main page. Yeah, yeah. Our brothers come up closer. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand in. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kakodash. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, where we know is Christ, Bashem, and Kakodash is in the name of the Holy Spirit. All right, and it's the inspiration that's given unto us, all right, to preach and teach this word, all right, according to the Bible, right? Thus said the Lord, he's coming back to redeem the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right. And we believe ourselves to be the prophets, the men of the Lord that he has set up to warn you this judgment that's pending. All right. So without also giving double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone. All right. Say the hope of the elect. We're gonna get into a live lesson. All right. Got the elder brother Stop, all right, from the GMS Arkansas camp. All right, we're gonna get into a live lesson dealing with standing in great boldness, all right, and trusting in your heart about Shimmy Shot, man, and not this beast system, and trusting in his oppression, right, and the fear mongering that he's bringing upon this place, right? So we're gonna get got Wisdom Solomon back.
Wisdom Solomon, chapter 1 verse. Then shall the right man stand in great boldness before face of such as have afflicted him.
Yep.
And made no account of it.
Which is what you see us doing, right? Because we, believe ourselves to be those righteous men, Lord willing, all right? The mercy of Yahweh, we are those righteous men that he has set up to come out here and preach the gospel, right? The good news being he is coming to deliver, all right, a remnant of his people, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, all right? The 2/3 of you are set up for destruction, all right? You are the ones, or a portion of the ones anyway, that have made no account of our labors, you see? But who is the one that has truly made no account of our labors? Esau, Edom, all right? Everything that we have done to establish his kingdom to be this so-called great superpower in the earth, all right? We still are looked at as insignificant in his eye. We still is looked at as the minority, all right? We are the bottom, We take the crumbs of this place and build everything that we have. Yeah. What do we get out of it? Constant oppression, constant foot on our necks, man. You read that again.
I'm gonna read this one. This is Isaiah 52:13. Behold, my servant shall deal brutally. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. Because you said we are looked down.
Yep.
But the Lord, he says, my servant's gonna be exalted. Yep. Right in that day. So this is like one of those faith builders and things to hope for. Like you said, we've been beat down, no accounts for our labors, but our Heavenly Father said we're going to be exalted in that day. We're going to be lifted up, you see? Yep. So back in Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, it says, then shall the righteous man, right? The righteous man is poised and confident, okay? And knowing what he's reading and what his thing is going. The average Joe Smo out here, they don't have no confidence in the scriptures. That's why they're following the system of Esau, the beast system. Okay. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
Yeah, what does it take to stand in great boldness, man? Right? It takes the spirit of your heart by seeing how it shall, which gives you courage. Right? The brother gets 2 Timothy 1:7. Who got that word bold for? Go ahead.
The Hebrew word there is attack. To trust in, have confidence and confidence.
Right, but where is our confidence? Our strength is not in ourselves, not in this flesh. Our strength is in Yahweh, right? Our strength is in the Lord. Our strength is in a higher power. Because it says what? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. You know? And that's why a lot of you guys sit on the couch, you watch the word, you even understand it. But the spirit that compels us to come out here is fear, right? So the thing about it is we fear the Lord more than we fear these men, right? So with the fear of the Lord, our boldness and our wisdom, which is said also, we get that Ecclesiastes to say wisdom make the man face the shine, right? And it goes into his boldness. But give me a second. 2 Timothy 1:7. And also give me boldness. Bold in the etymology.
This is 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear.
Right, the spirit of fear. Now we all have natural fear, right? For goddamn line, come down the street right now. Hey, we're gonna have a natural fear, you know. But the spirit is bold in us to come out here and give these people the judgment of Yahweh Bashim and Yahweh Shai is coming. Right? Go ahead.
But of power and of love and of sound mind.
But of power and of love and a sound mind, right? So these scriptures is ultimately what builds us, right? This builds our spirit. And then the prophecies is ultimately what is the driving source behind these scriptures. So when we see these things coming to pass, we like, we know the Lord is the man that shall not lie, right? And whatever he says is going to come to pass. But these people, because of lack of faith, because faith is what? The things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, all right? But you can only receive this vision, which are the prophecies of the Lord's judgment through faith, man. All right. So every day we see these prophecies turning over. Hey, we compare more and more to come out here. You know, that's why you see brothers all across the four corners of the earth, you know, especially in GMS, you know, going out, what, twice a week, once a week, twice a week, now 3 to 4 times a week. All right. Because we in the end game now. So we know, you know, that it's vital. You know that we're in the crucial moments of this word really being shut up. All right, and that's a fearful thing, man. Get the bowl for me. You finished that, right? Get that bowl.
Bold in the etymology, and it means stout-hearted.
Stout-hearted, man. You know, we say Isaiah 58:1, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. You know, that's a person that's stout-hearted, because nobody wants to hear how they're not doing something right. That's not a natural, comforting thing, you know, for you to come out and say, hey, man, you know, you need to stop committing adultery. Tell these people, hey, man, you need to stop eating pork, eat shrimp, eat lobster, stop shaving your beard, you know. Hey, stop trusting in the government of America, and stop trusting in oppression. You know, people don't want to hear that, because their comfort is really in the ways of deceit. So you telling these people of their deeds, that the scriptures say, we testify that their works are evil. That's why they hate us. And when you tell these people how they're going against the Lord, they look at you, you know, like they really want to do something to you. And if you are thin-skinned and you faint-hearted versus stout-hearted, you know, you're not going to be able to stand. Yep, keep going on that etymology.
Stout-hearted, brave, confident, strong.
Like the elder was saying, confidence, man. You know, to be bold, you got to have confidence. Go ahead.
Requiring or exhibiting courage.
Exhibiting courage. Oh, give me Joshua 1:8. You got the word stout?
This is stout in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Stands for brave, bold, firm, determined, obstinate, uncompromising.
And that's the Lord's word. That's the reason that we're doing what we're doing, is because it's the Lord's word working us. The Lord's word is uncompromising. He said, I changed not, you know. He said, what was it, Isaiah 55:11, you know, his words shall not return to him void. So there's nothing that's going to happen where the Lord has this book written for judgment on earth to play out a certain way to be. This is stone, you know.
It also says the forceful as like in attack and violent as like a stout wind.
Hey, and this word say the spirit is like the wind, you know. Yeah, we out here now and it's all calm. The wind is cool, you know, it's confident. Hey, in just an instant, some clouds can get dark, rain, hail can start pouring down, right? Tornado can sweep through anything. All right. That's how the Lord's word is, man. You know? Because everything has a due time and a due season to take place.
That's why it says, "Spare not."
What's that? Yep.
All supposed to demonstrate the spirit. You have to speak in the same way as the spirit.
Yep.
Certain times when you have to speak more.
Yep.
Certain times we speak calm. Especially when you're dealing with our people.
Stiff neck.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta speak forceful, like that definition.
Hebrews chapter 13, verse 6. So that we may boldly say that the Lord is my helper, and I would not fear what man shall do unto me. Remember, them which have the rule over you, who have spoken unto you the words of the time, who faith follow, consider the end of their conversation. Yeah, because the Lord really is on our order with the Lord, you know. And the one thing about standing bold is it's not a thing of being proud. You can't get the two mixed. You know, we stand bold where we also have an order, we have a structure because it's all set up in the scripture, you know. So you always see we pay homage to those that came before us, all right? And we don't act like we turn this thing on our own. This word was preserved through man from generation to generation. The Lord always had a picking order that he started with, you know. Generation. Yep. Did any ever trust in the Lord and work of him, you know? And that's a lot of problems with people. You look at us as insignificant, right? You see us, you know, we lowly, we're meek. You know, we don't seem to be those suit and tie kind of guys, or clean cut, rough around the edges, you know. But you don't understand that's who the Lord's dealing with, all right? And that's how you are to talk to the men that he has. Matter of fact, give me that Jeremiah 3:15, you know. He has given you according to his own mind. But say stout heart, because the Lord is a stout-hearted man. You know, he's a man of war.
Gotta have stout heart to be in war.
Come on, man.
Maybe some go down.
Yeah, Jeremiah 3:15.
This is Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart.
Yep.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yep. Yep. And that's what you see. All right. And the Lord said he knew that you would not hear him because you are still next to him. You know? Hey, hey, which I'm just extrapolating, you know. But when you think about a pastor who got a shirt and a tie on, right? What the fuck his neck like? It's all stiff, you know. It you know, just hey man, and that's what y'all look at is because at the end of the day, what are they telling you? The Lord is all love, it's all good. You know, you're gonna prosper. You know, you're gonna get a new car, a new house. All right, America's going to bounce back. America's going to be blessed. You know, God's going to bless America and take away all the plagues and the suffering. But that's not the truth, man. All right. The Bible is a book of lamentations, mournings, and woe, man. So you got to understand how the Lord deals and how He's set up. See? And then you'll understand why we speak the way that we do. You know? Who had something? I know I called a couple. Yeah, Joshua 1:8, and then Proverbs, where it says the righteous are as bold as lions. let's say the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as lions.
This is Joshua 1:8. The book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
Yeah, meditate in his word day and night. Go ahead.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written
Yep.
therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
Yep. Jump back up to 7.
This is Joshua 1:7. Only be thou strong,
Yeah.
very contentious, courageous.
See, that's going back into bold. You know, be strong, be courageous. Go ahead.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all the law.
Yep.
Which Moses, my servant, commanded thee.
Yep.
Turn not from it to right hand or to the left.
Yep.
That thou mayest prosper whatsoever thou goest.
Right. And that's what you see these people in the world doing, even those that, proclaim that they are, they love the Lord. But how do you prove that you love the Lord? You stick to what his word says for us to do. But you see these people, they turn away from the word of the Lord to comfort their own flesh in their own way. They actually mold the Lord to fit their lifestyles. You see? Because they see that, this thing is a thing about struggle and about suffering. But they think it's all about comfort, right? Which the scriptures do speak about the comfort. But the comfort comes through you having to be pretty much humbled through the Lord's laws being instilled in you. Because the whole thing about the law is what? It's a schoolmaster, right? Which our flesh really rejects. But it takes the spirit to harness those laws, statutes, and commandments and bring the flesh into subjection, man. That takes courage. And it's easy, to say, well, hell, shit, it ain't nothing but pork. It ain't nothing but meat, just a pepperoni. But the Lord is holding accountable, all right? Your judge holding you accountable for your judgment. He's holding you accountable, and the measuring stick is his word, man. That's something.
It's the verse 32:15. He that seeketh the law should be filled therewith, but the hypocrites be offended therewith.
Yeah, and that's what Christianity is all about. It's pretty much based on a doctrine of hypocrisy, and they make the Lord out to be a liar, and that's going to be crucial judgment. It's going to be strict judgment for you destroying the Lord's reputation, right? And that's ultimately Yahweh Shai, right? You think about a man and his son. Hey, you can say a man that really love his son. Say, hey, you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want about me, but don't fuck with my son, right? That's why the Lord say he put his word above. He really exalted Yahweh Shai, man, his son. All right, as he followed after, we ought to follow after Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai, went through the ultimate humbling. Nobody was brought lower than Yahweh Shai because no one was ever exalted as high as Yahweh Shai for one.
This is Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the law that endures forever.
Yep. As they say, the law is done away with. Well, I guess that's another reason to take the Apocrypha out of the Bible. But hey, guess what? The Lord said it out of his own mouth in Matthew 5:17. He said, not one jot nor tittle in no wise shall pass from the law till all things be fulfilled. Right? Go ahead. So it's not like the prophet Baruch just came up with his, come on, man.
All those that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
Yeah. That's why the wages of sin are death. And what's sin? The transgression of the law. right? And it says, no greater love than a man lie down his life for his brethren. So this is an act of mercy for us. We're really putting our lives on the line for our nation. This ain't for us, man. You know, if it was up to us, we'd be still kicking back, watching comedy shows, chilling, laughing, eating, drinking, doing all kind of you know. But this is our reasonable service. This is our labor of love. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This is Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein, for there thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
The only way you're going to do that is to read the scripture. That's why you have people, when they come up, they don't know what's in the scripture. They start babbling or what they didn't heard. You have to read and meditate in order to know what's in there and know what to do. So you have to constantly be cleaving unto it, like Jake is with this woman right here. You know, he cleaving unto her. I'm supposed to have the scriptures like that. See? You know, that's the only way you're gonna do it. You have to be one with it. See? Go ahead.
This Revelation 1:3.
The revelation mean what? Revealing.
It says, blessed is he that readeth.
So favor be to that man that read it. But when you read it, you got what? It don't mean just grab a book and go through the word. It means to understand, comprehend what's being written, okay, what the prophet is saying. Go ahead.
It says, and they that hear the words of this prophecy and keep those things which are written therein.
So the people who hear it, everybody not a prophet, but you have some people that come up, they might hear the word and say, you know what? Man, that's what I've been looking for. And then they might go their way and they might read or say, hey, man, let me get a video or something where I can learn more. And they start doing as such because everybody not a prophet. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why it says 144,000 and what? The multitude. Yep. So everybody not a prophet. So let favor be shown to that person. They might hear the prophet and then they go and try to live their life accordingly. They quit eating pork, quit being a murderer, a thief, a fornicator. So you see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's all part of it.
Can I get that Proverbs 28:1 there? It says, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. What time is that talking about? The time of judgment. You know? Proverbs 28:1.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursue.
It said the wicked flee when no man pursue. Right? But guess what? These words be on their ass, man. The rod of correction be on them, man. And you could come up here, Jake asks one question, you give him one scripture, he walks smooth off. Hey, look, I ain't say nothing. You ask me a question, I ask you to according to the scripture. Go ahead.
But the righteous are bold as a lion.
The righteous are as bold as a lion, you know, because at the end of the day, this is food for thought. So if somebody came and offered you a good, wholesome meal, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna just be like, no, I don't want it. Like, you got steak, potatoes, you know, macaroni and cheese, whatever, you know, cornbread. Hey man, this is that. That's why you know, the apostles always going to Ezekiel. Hey, eat this roll, man. You know, because this is where the true substance is at. All right. But you got, you know, different kind of spirits out here that were not set up to really receive this. You know, this meal wasn't prepared for them. Many are called, but few are chosen.
Yeah, also, you know, a lion is bold. He'll basically attack anything in the jungle. He hungry.
Yep.
And that's just like us. We stand bold like those lions. We're gonna attack any philosophy that comes up within the church.
Yep.
We're gonna attack it like a lion attacking its prey. We're gonna devour it. See what I'm saying? Yep. You're not gonna let it. You're gonna attack it to the point where, you know, like a lion, he's not gonna let that prey leave untouched. See, so we're gonna attack any philosophy that come up here that's not contrary with the scripture. You know, we're not just gonna let it come up here. Because a lion, like you said, he's gonna attack anything.
That's made me think of too. They say wisdom kill their beast. You know, so like we are like lions, and this word is devouring the prey, man. Okay, the Lord put these words in our mouth. So these people out here, you know, that don't have the understanding, it's going to destroy them. When I say this word is what? Quick and powerful and stronger than any two-edged sword. All right? And you can't, like you went into that word feeble. And, you know, you can't be a feeble-minded person in this thing, man. You know? At the same time, you got to have a balance. You got to have a balance and say knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifying. So the Lord really got us in a, like I say, the fire on one side, deep waters on the other, you know. And you're gonna, yeah. Brother, have something? That's all good. Bring it out.
Okay, they do the woman 29 and 9. Keep therefore the
But
word.
you see, Jake want to come. See, he wasn't bold. See, he wanted to come through the back door. You know, Jake don't want to be seen. You know, like, okay, bro, why you just didn't, you see, we speaking up here, why you didn't come to the front and act, you know? Because this word really is powerful, man. It kind of, like, even when, because it don't matter how you speak, like, we ain't even got our voices lifted where it's echoing off the wall or nothing. We just kind of speaking amongst each other. But still, Jake come. I didn't even know he was back there, you know? Come on, man. We ain't even hear, like, what, 6 men standing here, he come. We can all hear each other talking clearly. he back in the back speaking, we whispering. Come on, man. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 29 and 9. Keep therefore the words of this covenant and do them, that ye may prosper in all that you do.
Yep. And this is the thing why people fail. You know, they keeping the philosophies of this world, you know, worshiping all these idols. And the way that these different religions and belief systems have taught them is ultimately destruction, man. You know, it's teaching them to destroy themselves by turning and going away from Yahweh Shem Yahweh.
It's John 10:1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that enters not by the door into the sheepfold climbeth up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber, looted on like the brother.
Yeah, back door.
He said, yeah, he backed on. He didn't come to the front. He trying to come in some other way.
Yep.
See, whether he wanted, I don't know whether he wanted to be looked at as like he with us, because you know the camera's on us.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Then he had a big ass cigar in his hand. So you know, it's like, and then not once he said, hey man, it's secret body. None of that. They don't even think like that. Because you don't see us.
They consider not that they do evil.
Yeah, I wanted to say something. Like,
Yeah. They say what straight is the gate. You know?
Yeah.
There's only one way you can come in through a straight gate, man. Right?
Yeah. I got another.
Go ahead.
This is the second answer.
Hey, Salaki. I thought about something. Remember I used to play Mario, Super Mario, and you go through them boards. If you miss that first, that first little leap, and you try to run out there, hey, the interest, all right, is a interest is a difficult. This interest is difficult to come into this thing. It's a difficult thing, man. You know,
or when that one that you said Mario, I remember it now.
Yeah.
You know how you get to that one stage where you got to jump on them bricks with that fire
that
coming
fire.
out.
Oh yeah.
It's a lever only. It's real small.
Yeah.
It's the arrow. What I want to say, arrow is real small.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you got to jump on the.
Yeah, the room for error. Yeah.
This is second. There's a 7, and 6, and 7. There is another thing. A city is built, set up on a broad field, and is full of all good things.
Yeah.
The entrance thereof is narrow, and it is set in a dangerous place to fall.
Right.
Like as if there were fire on the right hand and on the left hand deep water.
Hey, and that's this truth, man. All right. It says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the power. Right. So when you come into this thing, that's why I tell you to count the cost. No, it say no man that put his hand to the plow looking back is fit for the kingdom. And there's a double penalty. Like it say it'd be better for you to have never tasted the truth than to come and to pretty much turn your back on the Lord, man.
They said, like the fire and water deals with affliction. Yep.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen. Coming to the truth. You're gonna be tested with those afflictions and difficulties to the point where you might not even know that the Lord is testing. You know, it might take somebody else say, you know, the Lord will test you on that little situation. You know what I'm saying? You probably should have did this, but you did that. Whether they want to hear it or not. But then it says, verse 8, there is only one and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man that goes at a time. So, hey man, that's that straight gate. Okay, you know. Now, whether that brother, I'm pretty sure I didn't really, like you said, we hear each other speak. I never heard nothing he said, but I'm pretty sure he's probably trying to figure out where we at and all this. Now it's up to him whether the Lord want to bring him in to wake him up or for his destruction. Because these people out here, when they come by, when you see the prophet, it's like when you look, you already marking yourself. Then if you got a thought in your mind about what we're doing, you're already marking yourself again. Yep. So, yep. Hey.
At the end of the day, it's all according to the Spirit, what portion the Lord has given us.
Yep.
Has He set you up for the deliverance, or He set you up for the destruction?
That's scary. That's, hey man, I meditate on that every day. Yep. Even us being in the stead of being prophets and preachers, man. Damn, the Lord got me out here doing this to kill me in the end. Like, damn, you know, it's like shit. And I know right now if I stop, I'm definitely fucked up.
Definitely fucked up.
So
you're on that path you read about.
Yep.
Hey, prisoners of hope, man.
Also got to
Yeah. That's the key. They say without faith it's impossible to please Him. You know. You got more?
No.
Okay, I had a scripture. Let's get to Ecclesiastes 8. Yeah, come. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 30 and 18. And therefore will Yahweh wait that He may be gracious unto you, and therefore will He be exalted that He may have mercy upon you. For the Lord Yahweh is a power of judgment. Blessed are all they that wait for Him.
Right. And that's what we're doing. We're waiting for Him. And while we're waiting for Him, we're exalting His word. Right? Yeah.
Tell her sit down over on that bit. I'll be over there in a minute.
Yeah.
Can't do that, then here goes.
But you really could tell what's going on just by the body language of how he walking with her. Catching hell.
Yeah.
Catching hell. You know? Yeah. So he seen us, he's like, well, let me go over here, you know. But he don't know. Like, look, man. Hey. But hey, we don't even, this would be a time, especially when you first come in this thing, like you want people to hear you. Then you understand, like, the Lord say, hey, like a brother quoted earlier, many are called, but few are chosen. And then if a man don't receive you, just shake the dust, keep it moving. And you understand this is only a thing that's privy to the initiated, the elect, those that was predestined from the foundations of the earth. All right. And then even in us saying that, even though we're doing it, we still don't even know that we're those men, like what the elder was going into. But that fear, I also give you Sirach 21:11. That fear keeps us right where we need to be. They just say constantly abounding in the work of the Lord, constantly exalting. What you just read, Isaiah 32. That's what you read. 30 and 17, which pretty much is going into the Lord getting His glory first. See guys like Comfy, These guys that get those big great followings, Sakari, you know, that's not a good thing, really. You know, because that type of publicity and that type of spotlight will put them spirits of pride on you and have you thinking that, you know, you learned this on your own. You know, this is this your show. And now you got people really praising and worshiping you when they supposed to be giving the glory to Yahweh Shimi Hawashah. Charity edified. You know?
It says, Ezekiel 11:16, therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
Yeah.
So like you said, the big followers, you got to be scared to have, shit, I'll be scared if I do a video and they have 4,000 views.
Right.
I'll be like,
yeah.
wait a minute. I feel more comfortable when I do a video and it's only 2 views.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
I might say, damn, ain't nobody watching my video, but damn, nah, them 2. Guess what? The angels gonna be glad that that one. You know,
Yep.
some videos you be like, damn. I give you an example. What's the other boy's name?
One body.
Nah, it's the other one, Adam Abbott. They'll have 37,000 views
Yep.
on one video.
Yep.
It's like, dude, 37,000 views.
Yep. And you being held accountable for every word that you speak.
Yeah.
And we go off, not knowing.
Mhm.
You know. So like the greater following you got, the more sound and tight your doctrine gotta be. The word of the Lord gotta be perfect, you know. Right? Because we all gonna give an account in the day of judgment.
Right.
You know. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes.
8.
You got it?
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 1.
Yep.
Who is the wise man? And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing?
The thing is talking about what? The spirit of Yahweh Shimi Hawashah, his judgment. Who knoweth the interpretation of these scriptures? Right? Go ahead.
A man of wisdom making his face shine,
Go ahead.
and the boldness of his face shall be changed.
Right. So you see these people, hey, when we out here teaching, this is the wisdom of the Heavenly Father. This is the higher level of intellect there is. So we have what? Those bold, like you see brothers' eyebrows, you see brothers' looks on brothers' faces, those bold looks and stand out. Hey, people really, they kind of have a little fear on them about it. They have a glow. Yeah. It's almost like an aura, And it also says where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name. So, hey, hey, we really don't know really what these people are seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the Lord can open up,
He's looking beautiful.
Yeah,
I got one back I want to see. This Proverbs 4, 8, and 9. Exalt her, and she shall promote
See
thee.
how he was looking through his eyes. You see the blood in his eyes. He opened them up so big. Yep.
It said, exalt her, and she shall promote thee.
Yep.
She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. She shall give thine head an ointment of grace.
And this ain't talking about no stanky, funky ass nigga woman, man.
And it said, a crown of glory shall she deliver unto thee.
It's talking about this word.
So that's why people look at us like when they walk by.
Yep.
That we embrace the word. It says giving us that crown of glory. It's giving us a different look.
Yep.
It's giving us a majestic, kingly look. But they already see these garments. They looking like, hey, they walk by and they looking at these garments. They see the necklace, and it's all they see everything. Like, man, they see the hair on your face. They be looking like they don't know who you are.
Yep.
And I guarantee they all want to stop and say something.
Yep.
Like you said, that flesh. That flesh, man, their spirit can't overpower the flesh, so they keep walking.
Yep.
You see?
It say it's the spirit that putting in the flesh profit does.
But what the girls, brothers and girls said, oh, listen, man.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
So that's that crown of glory they're looking at.
Yep. Hey, and then too, I was just gonna make a quick point. Lord willing, don't slip. It's like he's trying to slip. Go ahead, bro.
Matthew 5:14. You are the light of the world.
Yep.
A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid.
And that hill is really talking about Yahweh Shimi Hawashah. That foundation, that's that is Yahweh Shai. That's what we're sitting on. This word. Go ahead.
Neither do man light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick.
Right.
And it give it light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before man that they may see your good work.
But everybody not in the house.
They outside.
They outside. They profane.
Congregation of the dead.
That's right.
It said, let your light so shine before man that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
That's right. Yep. 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 So, where were we? Whatever brother got, bring it out.
I think y'all read 8.
Yep. Go ahead and let's go to Psalms 94. Then. Yep. Yeah, come on, bring that out.
This Ecclesiastes 21 and 11. He that keepeth the law of the Lord gathereth understanding.
He that keepeth the law of the Lord gathereth understanding. But you can't keep the law of the Lord if you don't read. That's why we brought out Revelation 1. Blessed is he that read it and keep it. All right. The prophecies, things that are written. All right. That's how you increase in understanding. That's how you'll be able to move in places where most people can't even go. You know, we say, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Why is that? Because we have this light. The Lord is showing us how to move, what spirits to stay away from. You know, certain smells we might smell like, nah.
The Lord said, he findeth me, findeth light.
That's right.
And the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
The perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom, right? What did it mean by the perfection of the fear of the Lord? Get Romans 13. And see, when you understand the power of the Lord worketh in all things, hey, you'll be understanding there's certain powers you're supposed to submit to. There's certain boundaries you ain't supposed to cross. There's certain things that the Lord set up for you, even if they're not submitting to his righteous will, they still are part of his order for you to submit to. Where it say, agree with thine adversary quickly. The word adversary means shatan. So in certain times, a police might come and force us to move off the block. No, like, speaking of automatic, Acts 5 and 39. Acts 5 and 39. You know? But you were out of order. See, you can know all the scriptures you want if you don't know to understand the order of how they to be applied. Wise as serpent and harmless as dove. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. There's a time and purpose for every judgment, you know. So you got to know how to apply these scriptures in the right time. Right? Yeah. Go ahead and finish that, and then I want to bring out Romans 13 and 1. Go back to Sirach. What's that?
Verse 12.
Yeah, come 12.
He that is not wise will not be taught.
He that is not wise will not be taught, because they don't understand the fear of the Lord. If you was wise, you'd be out here like we are. But wisdom has to be imparted unto you. Wisdom has to be given to you. And that's just how the Lord is. He has to give you the knowledge to fear him. It says, surely when you read in Isaiah 45, he is a found knowledge in himself. But unto us, he has revealed, like he revealed himself unto faith unto us, you know. Call Allah, you know, how about our shot? That's his grace. See?
But there is wisdom which multiplies bitterness.
Yep. And that's really, hey, that's what this thing is. Hey, this truth is bitter sweet, man. You know? Go ahead with the Romans 13.
This is Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
Right, and so what's bitter when you apply this scripture? The higher power over us is a fucking base man. That's bitter. Esau Edom. That's who ruling over us. We gotta submit. You know, we gotta wait for the Lord. You know, even though we know in the spirit we over him. To say children of women rule over us, right? Because that's going into Esau Edom and our own women. We supposed to be over them. Which in this kingdom, they over us. But wasn't that not prophecy? You say a woman shall surpass a man. That's bitter. So why would I, being a man of the Lord, stand in the house with a woman, fight with her, and you know, have all type of domestic violence with her, knowing, you know, she called the police, they gonna get me. You know? So you gotta know how to apply the scriptures and understand the powers that are set up. The humbling process was the Lord to put those spirits that really are Lord in us above us, to be subjected unto them. Because why? We didn't submit unto him. Go ahead, bro.
But there is no power but of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
See? So at the end of the day, wherever you went and whatever you were subjected to, the Most High has set that subjection over you. You know, he has set you up to be subjected unto that. Go ahead.
The powers that be are ordained of the Most High.
They all in order according to the Most High's will. It say all things work according to his will. Nope. So that's the perfection of his spirit. Go ahead, Doc.
It's the Mark 11:15. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law or of the Lord, love and way of good works are from him.
Yep. Yep. But see, it's easier, right, to fall to the flesh, and because this system has no order, right? This is Babylon. Babal, confusion. You know? You let your children run wild. You know, man, I was going through a neighborhood the other day, and I'm dropping Jake off, and I'm coming around. You know, it's like a circle in and out type of apartment complex. So I'm circling back around. Man, the little kids just playing in the street. I don't see a parent. I don't see nobody older than 7 around. So it had to be like a little 4-year-old, 3-year-old little boy. He got his little car. He just playing with it in the street. Playing with it in the street. So I'm creeping already. You know what speed bumps for? I'm creeping already. So as I come up on the speed bump, he coming back across the street before he even noticed me. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near about to hit him. But I see him, but I'm creeping. I'm like, he don't even look. Then when he did look, he just stopped and froze like a deer. He just stopped. I'm like, he ain't even been trained to get out the street when cars come, man. You know? So, hey, that's the result. That's the result of Babylon. Those are the results of Babylon, man. You see? You got a lot of these women just having children for pretty much benefits. You know, a check. Not training these children really to have any order. All right, to have not training them to have any fear. As scripture say, train a child up in the way he should go, and he should never depart. That's why we also are known as what? The children of Israel.
It's Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. It's Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise,
He is walking with a wise man. A wise man is a prudent man. Because guess what? If you're walking with him, if you're walking with a group of them and you do something called a goofy, then they're gonna correct you straight there. Yep. That's just like if you hang with rich people, sooner or later you're gonna get some money. Yep. They're gonna show you ways how to make money. But if you hang with thugs and killers, guess what? You'll be might not be a thug and a killer. But if they kill somebody, you're gonna be a sentenced to the murder. That's how it is. Go ahead.
But a companion of food shall be destroyed.
So if you hang with food, someone who is not their life is not led by the scriptures, you're gonna tend to do what they do. Okay? Like just like I said, if you hang with a group of fools and two of them go rob the bank and they come back and walk with you, when the police catch all y'all, you going to jail right with them. So that's why it's best, like you said, to hang with wise men. Always seek wise counsel. You know? Go ahead.
So right now, what be continually with a godly man who that knows to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is going to that mind, whose soul is deep.
That's why when we watch videos, we're not watching Nate, we're watching Pastor Hart. Yeah. Because it's a difference right there. You know, we're not watching those men that came with him because we know they have showed you that their attitudes and characters that are. So we're gonna hang with those men that do that with, you know, all the way down to us, man. We're not, you know, I mean, you have 2/3 in your family, your neighborhood. You got cousins you might speak to and say something to, but you're not hanging with them. You ain't out there clubbing with them and bopping with them and all that. You ain't doing all that, you know. But they people, you know. Shit, that's the case. We wouldn't even talk to our own parents. You know what I'm saying? They 2/3. You know. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 13, verse 16. Our flesh consorted according to the kind of a man will cleave to his life.
See, our flesh what? To a man of that kind, right? So if you in the truth, you're gonna be around brothers that's in the truth. See? All right.
Yep. This is Sirach 13 and 15. Every beast loving his life, and every man loving his name.
So you ain't gonna see a gazelle hanging with a lion.
Right.
You ain't gonna hang out with a lion and shit. A giraffe hanging with a lion. You're not gonna see that. You know, a hippo with a rhino, you ain't gonna see it. You know? Go ahead.
Our flesh consorted according to kind.
According to that kind, that's why birds, even with birds, man, a robin gonna hang with a robin. A robin not gonna hang with a Tuesday. He ain't gonna hang with a market bird, because market bird, you know, he about that life. So, even with us, like, you don't see a lot of back when I grew up, you know, I grew up in the 70s, black folks didn't hang with white folks. They to themselves. Even in the lunchroom, they had their little table. We had the rest of the home. Yeah, see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's how it was.
We going to that word consort, really dealing with agreement. Just like let's say, how can two walk together unless they be agreed?
And a man will cleave to his life. What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb?
He gonna cleave to his life. Yeah, you can see a cat. You can see a cat, man. He could be fresh out of the pen, and you could tell. You know, you just hold a conversation. Yeah, I just got out this morning, man. You know, tell where he look. In the conversation, you ain't gonna have no conversation for him. It's like, shit, I don't know what to talk to this nigga. Right? He might have 9 murders. You know, I can't talk to him. But then he see the next dude walk by that jumpsuit on. He jump up, and they'll be right together. Because they have something in common. They get locked up. That life, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Boys don't hang with housewives. Yeah. Whereas don't hang with them.
Come on, man. That boy say, you can direct my hoes across the street.
Yeah.
But,
It's 2 Corinthians 16:49. Like it's a whole envy, a right, honest, and virtuous woman.
Yep. Yeah. Right on. That's the scripture. You see how we speak things? It's in the scripture. We was just speaking. Like, look, she looked like so-called black woman hanging with a white dude. Yep. I bet their spirit is like, if both of them, we can say they serve some kind of way. Their spirits are clinging.
They even slick kind of walk alike.
Yeah, they almost walk alike. Yeah. Yep. Like them girls there, they look like two hoes standing down on the corner. They like two girls working, like working girls. They look like they're hiding, like they're trying to hide the fact they're working girls. Yep. Because the outfit they got on, I can actually see her whole ass. Like, see through that shit. Like they hang together. They not hanging with no man of the Lord's wife who probably got her head wrapped up at home, guy in the house.
That ain't gonna be appealing to. That's too modest. We got that Psalm 94:16. Go ahead.
This is Mark 26:28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third making me angry. A man of war that suffer poverty, a man of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness unto sin, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepares such as one for the sport.
Read that again, bro. Read that again.
So Mark 26:28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third making me angry.
It's Solomon, right? Yeah.
It's a man of war that suffered poverty.
A man of war that suffered poverty. Most of these homeless dudes around, they've been in the military. They veterans. Right? And it'd be vexing because especially when they ask me for some money, I'm like, bro, go down there to the spot. Go up in there and they're gonna take care of you. But like America don't give a fuck. Like shit. They ain't got no love for you. You know? Go ahead.
It said, and man of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin.
A one that returned from righteousness to sin. Fall out the truth. We seen it through the years. You see, Jake, they was in the truth on fire now. They back smoking blunts, lying their hair up with skinny jeans on, doing all kind of stuff. You know, that's vexing within itself. You know?
The Lord prepares such as one for the sport.
He prepared them for the destruction. Either they gonna get caught up in a concentration camp, and the Lord just gonna have them get mowed over it in a race riot, or sometimes my thoughts, I could be thinking as a man of the fool, I be thinking of cats like that. The Lord gonna probably beam them up and then have them killed in front of him. See, now I could be wrong, bro. That's just my head. You know, my head thinks way different from a lot of damn people.
But it says that they should be beaten with many stripes. So it's gonna be a special judgment, different from those that never came into the truth. But those that came into the truth and went back into the truth.
I be thinking like that, man.
Judgment.
Right.
Just as if we were speaking, call like I'm about to outside. You know, and then look, where she stopped. Right here. To go, you know what I'm saying?
I thought she was gonna jump on.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna whoop some ass too.
Damn, not the man.
No? Toe up.
Hey, he said put the scooters out there for you to fuck yourself up. I ain't seen a lot of people get messed up on the thing. Because guess where you going? In Little Rock, everybody, because you going to the hospital. And they finna make some money off of you. You breaking your leg or your arm or something.
And see, this is the time we living in where the Lord finna bring pressure. You know, Lord finna apply more pressure, man. You're gonna see more plagues, you're gonna see more natural disasters, earthquakes, more war, right? Things are just gonna get worse.
What it say that Peter think some strange things happen.
Fiery trial.
Yeah, the strange things happening to you. I think it's Peter. I think it's like 4 and 12.
Yeah. Yeah, bring it up.
First Peter 4:12. This is First Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happens unto you.
Yeah, we know this is speaking to us because it happens to us, but damn, on the whole scale, we just see things happen to 2/3. Like that, right? You having fun, the next thing you know, boom, a whole attitude change about what was going on. Want to cry, want to be tough. And I think that's a twin sister. That's why she ran so fast.
They saw twins.
Yeah, they twins.
Hey, my man, hey, this look like the iron kick down.
Yeah.
Because ain't no curve, right?
Yeah. She might be the evil twin, but amongst the sisters. Because the other one showed did a justice thing. My sister running back.
Said she'll be 2 in the field and 1 shall be. Hey, man. Because see, everybody not gonna have no integrity towards the Lord. See, you think about what's going on now with the Jews, right? Look at the pressure that he putting on these people, man. And it just started with those that already got these established, lavish lifestyles, right? But it's gonna trickle on down. It's gonna trickle on down to the average Jake that's working in a damn janitorial service, and they got, that little bullshit job that seemed insignificant. Oh, I ain't gotta worry about them mandate nothing. Oh, yeah. Everything, goddamn it. Everything.
Can't go in no place.
And this is when the Lord gonna see how bold you really are towards Him. Dealing with the courage. Dealing with what kind of loyalty do you have?
It would put. I wouldn't be surprised if Esau assigned a sniper to every damn avenue. And you come outside, you get shot. You step out your door, you gotta start checking your mail with a clothes hanger or something.
Yeah.
Sticking out that mother, pulling your mail in. Because it's to the point where you don't really do nothing, man.
Because everybody got to face for the side. You got to choose a side.
You got you.
Like
Yep, Joshua 24.
Life or death. You come into the time, you got to choose life or death.
Okay.
Second Ezra, chapter 7, verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things.
Yep.
And hope for why?
Yep. So we're gonna go through hard times and hope for
Why?
peace, comfort. Go ahead. Yep.
For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things.
Yep.
And yet shall not see the why.
Yep. 2/3 of our people.
Ain't gonna see that kingdom.
Yeah.
Come. The glory where
They suffering in vain.
you escape the all the thermonuclear destruction. Y'all gonna feel it.
Yeah, that's really out, though. They can't tell. Like we can't tell about the truth ever, man. By losing their job, like, we going through the same shit.
But they catching it in a different spirit. Yeah, it's a different spirit behind how they catch it because they don't know that this is the trial. What he just read, Peter 4 and 12, concerning. They don't know that this is concerning the fiery trial that we must go through to prove ourselves worthy otherwise.
Yeah.
Worthy to escape. Preparing ourselves for temptation. See, what it say, wisdom and knowledge means that we know half the battle is already fought because we know what we'll be suffering. We're living with a purpose. They suffering in vain. Why say let the multitude perish that was born in vain.
It's like everybody, 2/3 of our people, the whole nation is suffering, as a whole, but only the 1/3 of the elect want to see the Bible. Like you said, they are suffering in vain.
Yep.
They're not going to see the kingdom. They get to the same hell, cars and tires get on planet shit.
Yep.
Don't take their head with their Norman.
Paycheck to paycheck. Same old stuff.
That was it better for you to suffer the righteous.
This second Ezra chapter 7, verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things and hope for why. But they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, They shall not see the light.
They're not going to see the kingdom of heaven.
This is Proverbs 10:3. The Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to famish, but he casts away the substance of the wicked.
Man, so all them doomsday preppers,
Yep.
y'all setting up. People were buying all these meal ready to eat, ordering these boxes of food.
Bitcoin,
Yeah,
Bitcoins and shit.
But he already told us that Isaiah 65, we started 12, that when we thirst, he's gonna give us water, and when we go hungry, he's gonna give us food. Okay? We're gonna joy while they have howl of vexation. Okay? Wait. Get it on.
Yeah,
Some
Hold on.
It's taking Ezra 2 and 27. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble
Be not weary. Say weary. Go ahead.
for when the day of trouble in heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou should be merry and have abundance.
Go ahead.
The heathen shall envy thee, but they should be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord.
So, hey, that's why we have faith, right? The Lord will take care of us in the day of trouble. Say, be patient when God change to a lower state.
Job.
We might be out here with nothing but a knapsack, man. And I even had that. Yeah. You look, you got some shoes on your feet, be out here barefooted, you know. But you gotta be prepared for that. And you gotta also know that whatever he put on you, he said, but he's not gonna put on you more than you can bear. So my walk ain't gonna be this man walk. That man walk ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because we all really are a testimony unto the glory of our singing outside. He said, light affliction. No, but I'm talking about what it says to be compared, not to be compared to the glory that shall be revealed in us. No. So whatever it is that we go through is also a thing for the glory of Yahweh Shai to be shown in us. Go ahead.
It's 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1.
Okay.
For as much then as Yahweh Shai has done for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind.
Right. Arm yourself like so with the same mind. Remember when I was in the opening of a camp, I was talking about how Yahweh Shai was humbled Lord than anyone on earth ever was or ever will be, because he was the highest of high. Think about how, he had to fall to be exalted again. Hey, that's the same thing of the elect that lost their first, those that lost their first estate. So we are those men, we understand that the process. Matter of fact, let's give you Revelation 2. We say, I know thy poverty. Yeah. Right? So it's all about us having a testimony unto Yahweh Shai that exalts him. Because it all happens through his spirit in us working. Go ahead.
Romans 8:18. I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Beautiful. That's what I was just saying, And these are the words that you gotta constantly be, like I say, meditating upon. These are the things that you gotta keep in mind, especially in the day of your suffering.
This is Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Right. So like the brother was saying, hey, we in poverty just like 2/3 of our people. But guess what? They don't have any works and faith towards the Lord. They don't have any faith and works towards the Lord. Their faith and their works are all towards this system, all towards submitting and worshiping this beast. So whatever he says do, they're gonna roll with. What the fuck you think Steve Harvey gonna do? Hey, he finna get down with the beast. You finna do what you think these people finna do, man? They finna get down with the beast. That's right. Seek ye first the king.
Gonna do, Kyrie.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
if he retires and then we see him standing in front of the camp, man.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see, man. You know? Hey, cause it say it's harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven than for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. It didn't say it was impossible though. So we'll see. You know, I speak as a man, but I believe it's gonna be somebody from one of them higher folds that was in their life that the Lord gonna pull out. You know, but
he already did. Brother down there,
oh yeah. He was in the NFL.
Yeah, in the NFL.
Yeah, he was in the NFL.
He was blocking 1 week and preaching.
You know, huh?
He can have.
Yep. Go ahead. Whoever got something.
I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not,
Yep.
but are the synagogue of Satan.
Right. That's why the Lord was cussing their ass out. He said, ye are your father, the devil.
Your body.
And the lust of your father you will do, man. Yep. Which that's really talking about our people. But we, it's two false which we apply to those people.
Yep.
Right? All right, because they sitting in our temple. Yeah. And claiming to be us. But the truth, like I said, that's why I say not all Israel is of Israel, man. Go ahead.
It's 1 Corinthians 12, we start at 8. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
His strength is made perfect in wickedness, man.
Weakness.
Oh, Salaki. Read it again.
He said unto me, 1 Corinthians 12 and 9, he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Right. That's why I say when I am weak, ye are strong. Because it's the spirit in us.
Right, it said
Go ahead.
It said, most gladly, therefore, will I wear the glory in my infirmities,
Yep.
that the power of my shop may rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities.
Scripture say, count it all joy. No.
Yep. Despise not the chastening of the Lord.
Yeah.
It said, therefore, I take pleasures in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses, for Hamashiach's sake.
That's going into being stout-hearted. Yep. Anybody that can accomplish anything great in this life, they had to go through struggles and hardships, trials to get to whatever level of success it was in that particular field.
But when I am weak, then am I strong.
Yeah, because when your flesh fails, right, all you have left is the spirit to push you. But if your spirit ain't made out of nothing, you're gonna lay down and die. This is what you're finna see happen with the majority of the mass of these people on the earth, man. Yeah. All right. But when Esau bring that pressure from above and from below, he put that squeeze. He finna bring the squeeze, man. He finna clamp you, man. What your spirit gonna be made out of in that day? Ultimately depends on your heart, your Havashai, and your faith towards it. We get one more, and let's get Psalm 94. We're gonna close it out.
This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 73. Then shall there be known who are my chosen when they shall be tried as gold in the fire.
Start up a verse. Yeah.
2nd Esdras 16 and 72. But they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their house.
Right. So this is talking about really how the beast is going to come with the pressure. Go ahead.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Then say then, right? Then shall they be known who are my chosen. So you're gonna know who the Lord's chosen is when he allows this beast to come with the great wrath, which is ultimately his left hand bringing the wrath. He what say, remember say all powers are ordained to him. So whatever's coming, the Lord has sanctioned it. You know, like what he said in Job the 6th chapter, he gave Satan, he said he gave Satan authority to attack Job. Job is a representation of Israel. But he didn't let Job die. Job stayed bold in that day, man. Wife was talking shit, cursed the Lord and died. It's just like that. Gonna have to get away from me in that day. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna tell you, man, in that day, the only type of woman that's gonna be able to survive with a man of the Lord is a woman that keeps her mouth shut. Because you know, when you really meditating in the scriptures, I know me, I had to be in a quiet place. I don't need no background noise. You know what I'm saying? I don't need all that extra yah in the background, man. Where we going? What are we doing?
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. You know what? You hungry? But sell your ass real quick. Yeah, man, that's what it is. You know, you gotta stand bold for the Lord when the pressure comes, man. Yep. You got more? Go ahead, Salaki.
And they should be tried as gold in the fire. Here, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you what's real spiritual. If you never seen how gold is purified, go on YouTube and look it up. And you'll see why that's a constant comparison to the elect men. It's a long process of gold being purified. And it's a lot of different fire. The fire is constantly different levels of heat applied. You know, from indirect to direct. Okay.
The days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the sun.
Yep. The days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So that's where our hope is that we are those men that he is going to deliver in the days of trouble, which are nigh and at hand.
This is Psalm 94:16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Only those that have that stout heart. Only those that are bold as lions. No? You got some? You got some? Yeah, you can do that, but I want you to go back and read the next verse when he finished that. Go ahead.
Verse 17.
No. Oh. Stop. You let him get it.
This is Esther chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation.
This is how you prepare. Continually meditate in his word, man. You know, praying, fasting, watching. Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Set thy heart, thy mind aright and constantly endure. Right? Because it starts with the little things. But how the hell are you going to be able to make it in the day of trouble when all hell break loose? You can't stop eating a pork chop sandwich. You can't give up bacon. Can't stop smoking. You know? Come on, man. Go ahead, bro.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
Make no haste in time of trouble. Patience is going to be very key. More and more learning patience. You know? Go ahead.
Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Yep.
That thou mayest be increased at the last end.
Where it say hold fast. Yep. That's clear. Let no man take thy crime. Yep. Go ahead back to Psalms 94:17.
This is Psalm 94:17. Unless the Lord have been my help, my soul have almost dwelt in silence.
Yep. So that's the only way. You know, the only way we're going to be able to stand is if the Lord helps us. The only way the Lord's going to help us is if we're doing and committing to his will. Hey, if you're not committing to the will of the Lord, it ain't going to be no help, man. Well, I say, then that shall be known who are my chosen.
Right.
Yep. Right? So, hey, we're going to end there. Lord will, you will edify. All praises, honor, and glory again be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadosh. Double honors to our teachers, the apostle, Nelson, great millstone, peace of faith, takes to the hopeful neck. Yasharella, Baba Ball. Guys, this will destroy confusion. Shalom, Lava Peace to the elect.